average muchachos. We the content and nachos. Not your average muchachos. Hit the like button, hit the follow. Not your average muchachos.
What's up, guys? It's
Not Your Average Brochachos.
and today we are back for another episode of the Not Your Average Brochachos podcast. Today, just me and Hunter. You know how it goes. More guests coming soon that we're very excited for. But no, today's just another chill one.
Yeah,
Back at the crib again. The recording setup.
we had a guest lined up, but it didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't come through.
It didn't come through. But
Didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
that episode we're going to reschedule that, and that episode will come out
Before
this one. Yeah. So yeah, we plan to do another shoot today. So it's kind of just it kind of threw the pace off like by a little bit, like at least my pace, like of what we were going to do.
Yeah.
So kind of caught me off guard, but we were like, well, why don't we use this time and just do one anyways,
Yeah.
right? So this will come out after the guest one because we still want to keep our guest schedule how we have it until we run out of people to
So could this be like 8 or like?
this will.
We'll figure out what it is. I guess
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
see in the title.
Yeah, you'll see in the title whatever episode
Yeah.
this is. Who knows when this is going to come out, but
Yeah.
it will. So yeah, we were just filming some short form content, which
Yeah.
we've only done one other time when we did that skit. That's the only time we've ever actually
I'm
filmed.
drawing a blank. I don't even know. What are you talking about?
The unemployed day in life.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one that
I
started.
forgot.
That's like the only time we filmed anything that was meant for short form content only.
Yeah.
Unless you count day in life, but that was your thing anyways. That would,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't on our channel, it would have been your thing as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could count that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could count that, but like, nah, not really. So
Yeah.
this is like, earlier today we filmed some short form stuff. We might come up with more. You'll see it at some point. It'll probably be out. One of them will at least be out by the time this comes out, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a rap short form content, like quizzing me because I'm the rap expert. You know how it be.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out something that correlates to my.
Yeah, to your
type of
thing.
thing.
What type of fish is not a real fish? You know,
I mean,
because
I
you're a
guess-
fisherman.
I'm
you
not
know?
like. Actually, I'm really bad at just like naming fish and stuff. If I'm being honest.
I mean, you're a fisherman, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know.
I just go for lobster. I just
Well, that just came off rip. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
No,
that
I think
was-
mine thing would be more like fitness. I think would be better for me.
Yeah, but I don't. What could you even quiz yourself on fitness for?
Or
And
no,
that-
I don't even think like. I just mean like short form content. We could do something involving fitness.
Yeah.
Like let's say like, however many type of however many pull ups, however many, and something.
But that could just be a joint between both our accounts at that point.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I guess anything would be a joint between both.
Yeah,
our
like
accounts.
whatever. If you're gonna do like fitness stuff, that could literally just be a joint between Hunter's Day in Life and
I
and
mean,
our
if
stuff.
it's posted on, it would be posted on our account too. So I mean,
Yeah.
they'd see it.
Yeah, and that could count for like one of your videos for a day. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Also, so last time we recorded, I mentioned a video idea I wanted to pitch. I already pitched it to you, right, off
Yeah.
camera, but it was a video I saw about doubling your kilometers every day, right? And I actually watched the video after you left.
Yeah.
And yeah, he ran 90, and his whole motive was to go.
Wasn't it miles?
No, it was kilometers.
It was
In the
kilometers?
UK, so it was kilometers.
Oh, okay.
But so it was a video by Will and E called "Doubling Kilometers Every Day," and the reason why he was doing it was because his friend moved and he wanted to go visit the coffee shop because they would always meet up for a coffee shop. And he's like, "Well, I'll just run it once, right?" So
Yeah.
he did it, and yeah, he did. He basically did 2 ultra marathons in a row, 2 days in a row, because he did 36. Did he do 36 kilometers? Or he did like 64 kilometers, and then the next day he did 86 kilometers. It wasn't double, but it was like double up until that point because he did 32
Yeah.
kilometers, 64 kilometers, and then he did 86, right? Because he
Okay.
only needed to go 86 to get to the place, right?
Yeah.
But he basically did 2 like ultra marathons in a row, 2 days.
Yeah,
in a
that's
row.
crazy.
And the thing about him too is he has like pigeon foot too.
What's that?
It's like the way he runs is like his feet are like inwards, more
okay.
inwards. And he did like a physio like a week before, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, I don't think you should do this. You'll probably get injured."
Really?
Yeah, he didn't get injured.
That's really surprising. He did not get
Yeah, he didn't get injured, but it took him I don't know how many hours it took him actually. I didn't clock the stats, but he started in the morning and got there at night. So
Yeah.
but yeah, he did that. But I was saying you should do one, but not do it like that to that extent. And you could also start.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it to do it like that.
You could do
really injure yourself.
Well, he started actually the way he did it was 18 days. So he started with like a meter, and then 2 meters, and then he went 4, and he went up, right? But I'm saying you could do a very short one for your thing, talking about calorie burn and stuff like that, and do like half a kilometer, 2 kilometers, 4 kilometers, maybe 8 if you can, and then maybe just end it. You know what I mean? But I don't think that'd actually be a bad little series. You could do.
I could easily get to like 8 and
16.
That'd be hard, but it'd be doable. But above that, it'd be
Oh yeah,
very,
32.
very hard.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be a bad little series you could do for Hunter's Day in Life.
Wouldn't be bad, but
It could be informational as well. You could just like film you film yourself while you're running and do talk over on your stats and like talk about how you're feeling like in the run.
Yeah.
Like not while you're running, like talking, but like doing voiceover, be like, oh, at this point I was this far, blah blah blah,
yeah,
and also show your stats on your like running app or whatever.
yeah.
So I think that would be a good.
That could be a good idea, but it's, that would be definitely down the line for sure.
Yeah.
And also, it's just like I low-key don't really like running to that extent. But I mean,
It's
if people wanted it, I guess I'd kind of do it. But I don't know if I would really want to do it on my own type of.
I mean, it's informational. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's a challenge to yourself as well.
Yeah.
You gotta do stuff that'll challenge yourself, like to an extent, like get up to like, even though you don't enjoy running, it's not bad for you, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea.
I could do it, but honestly, I just really don't like running. I the whole thing with me, I like to just know I can do like certain things, like, but I don't want to go to like the extreme of like injury and like my whole thing is just like I just want to help people how to be like healthy.
I don't. Yeah, but
fit, you know.
I don't think running 8 or 16 kilometers.
No, like that is okay, yeah, that. But it's just like that's just not entertaining. You know, at that point, you know what I mean? Because
Well, no, it becomes a series of people become invested in what you're doing, and then also you're showing the benefits or like how many like just the stats on what it does for you. You know,
but
what
like
I mean?
my whole thing is like I like short distance runs just because like okay, it's just like a little workout, like make you feel good, like
Yeah.
in that amount of time. But like I don't really, I don't think that type of running is even really good for you. Like running kind of like catabolic. Like running will literally like, it's not good for muscle. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to have muscle when you're running like very long distances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's just not my thing.
It doesn't need to be like.
But it's a good idea. I mean, I'll put it into thought, but I'm just saying I might not do it just because it doesn't really align with my goals
be
type
like
of thing.
good for you. It's also just informational content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, who knows? I could do it, but
Yeah, like
I don't know.
this wasn't this. You know, maybe it'll be better for you, but for me doing this, I've done it. It just doesn't work for me, but maybe it'll work for you. Like informational.
Yeah, maybe.
To an extent, but
Maybe.
he also just said he doesn't want to do it in the winter because he's a massive pussy. But no,
Bro, you don't even work out at all.
I know, but like, bro, but you're like, oh, that like when I pitched it to you, like, oh, that's more of a summer idea.
Oh, definitely. Like I
Put a coat on, cuh.
bro, I would need more than a coat in the middle of December, bro. I'd need a whole setup going.
Dude,
whole outfit.
You could do it next week. You could do it this week.
Bro, do you realize I have like a week left until I go fishing?
Yeah, do it this week.
No.
or run laps around the boat.
No. I'll end up in the water.
No, just run laps around the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was cool.
Oh no, we'll put that on the back burner. I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway.
And I was surprised he did it because you're way more in shape than Will and he is. Like
Yeah.
So the fact that he did it, like he.
It's also just the fact like amount of time it took, and he just kind of slowly built into it. I feel like that helped him a lot too.
But he went too slow. He was doing like a meter.
That also helped him in a way, you know.
And
what I mean?
in the video, he was also doing challenges as well. Like at the very early stages, like he had to do one of them blindfolded. He had to do one of them. If he failed to do one of them in a certain time, the next day he had to do it wearing heels. So he did it wearing heels, and then another one he did was Heelys, right?
Yeah.
Because he also did another video where he ran a marathon of Heelys and he hated it.
That's
And
crazy.
So then the fact that he had to do a little run in Heelys was like torture, like PTSD. Like, I don't want to do this again. But no, he made like for the early stages before it got like really serious runs, he was doing like challenges to make the video more interesting.
Yeah.
But he started way too slow. You know what I mean? You'd be.
I feel like that helped him in a way. So I'm trying to say,
dude,
like
one
you're
day
saying, like, oh,
he did 2
you know what I
meters
mean?
one day, and then he did 200 meters the next, and then he did like 400 meters the next. That's a little too slow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that eased him into it in the way where he would.
Yeah,
like,
but if you're starting like half a kilometer, and then you do a kilometer, and then you do 2 kilometers, like a kilometer to 2 kilometers is not a big jump. 2 to 4 is not a big jump. 4 to 8 is a decent jump, and then 8 to 16 is a big jump. But it's like it's not. I don't think it'd be that bad on you. You know what I mean?
yeah, I just don't really care about running. Bro, I think this guy should do it.
You gotta care about the content, bro.
Guys, let us know if he should do it
Nah,
instead, because he's way more intrigued than me.
Well, you actually.
I don't really
run,
care
though.
about running that much.
You actually run though. That's the thing.
But I just run just to like
You do it though.
just like a little bit.
And it's also, it doesn't mean you have to do it for the content, man. It wouldn't be a bad little series. People like mini series. People like stuff that correlates to another and seeing journey or progression, or not just like one-off stuff. Like one-off stuff is good,
Yeah.
but people like mini series.
Yeah.
Like there's one series. So there's a UK YouTuber named Calix who I've liked his videos over the years, and I looked at his channel and I was like, man, he hasn't uploaded in like a year. And I looked on his Instagram. He's doing a £1 or $1 to $1 million in a year, like trading up with his girlfriend, right? So he's just doing short form content on Instagram, like trying to make $1 turn into $1 million in a year.
That's crazy, like dedication.
Yeah. So I didn't even like I was wondering what he was doing. I just looked at his Instagram. I seen his bio, and I went to his reels. I started watching some of them. One of them he like bet money, and then he lost the money, but. He said that was the only time he was ever going to do betting, because betting is like, you know, you could.
Yeah.
But he was like trading items and like building stuff and whatever, and that's like what he's. I don't know if he is going to do long form content, but that's what he's doing for the next year.
That's crazy.
So and that's not bad too, because if he actually ends up doing it, one, you turned $1 into $1 million, and two, you also made a lot of money off the content itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not that bad. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I don't even know anything about it, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. Like, what's he doing? Just like trading his way?
Yeah, he has a spreadsheet actually in his bio where you can look at the numbers on it. Actually, let me see if I can find it, because he has. I think it's possible, because there was a guy that.
I mean, it's definitely possible, but it's definitely
There's an
really
infamous
hard.
story where the guy traded a thumbtack to a house.
Yeah.
You ever heard about that?
Yeah.
Like, but it's different when you're trading. Like, Calix is obviously trading items. Like, he's buying items with the money. But that guy turned a thumbtack into a house. You've never heard that story before?
Yeah, I thought it was a paper clip.
It might have been a paperclip. It was a paperclip or a thumbtack.
But yeah, I've seen stuff about that.
Yeah, right now he's on episode 21. Wait, here, I'll show the camera real quick. Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. If I go to his bio, I'll be able to look at the tracker.
He hasn't uploaded in a year,
Oh, not on his main channel, no.
and he's only on day 21. I thought he'd be like really into it. I thought that's why he stopped.
I don't know. Okay, so here's what we got here. Large glass vase, cost $1, refurbished cost $0, sale price $5, profit $4. Next day, he got a Carrera bike for nothing, refurbished it for $30, sold it for $100, profited $66. And like, he lost money on some of these as well. And then we got a abandoned storage unit, which cost him $310. $210 in refurbishment, sold the stuff in it for $830 and profited $312.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, so and now it hasn't updated yet, but another abandoned storage unit he bought for $81 and then nothing in it so far. A car he bought for $350, $330 refurbishment, hasn't sold it yet, minus $681 because he hasn't sold it yet.
Yeah.
So he's put that much money into it and whatever.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
So right now he's up $511 as of right now. But if he sells some of this stuff that's in the minuses on the spreadsheet, he'll be up more than that in 21 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has stuff on sale here, and then stuff that's already been sold. So in 21 days, he's already turned. And there's even more stuff in here, like the plan of what they're trying to do. Stuff that's difficult and easy. So already in 21 days, without the stuff that he's already invested his money into from the £1, he's already up $500, and he's already invested, from the looks of it, more than 500 back into it. So he's probably up like 1,000 or 2,000 from $1.
Yeah, that's just like really like
it's a lot of work,
unrealistic.
but he's also making money from the content that he's making.
That don't
from
count to it.
No, that doesn't count to it. But if you
But I just mean like the challenge alone, I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it.
like if you were doing that for your job, like that's a lot of work to do for. If you end up getting the million, then yeah, it makes it worth it. But at the start phases, like the amount of hours he's put into it for the amount of profit he has is not realistic for like a real job.
Yeah.
But he's making money from the content, which doesn't go into it, but it's like he's able to do it. You know,
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
he's doing
he's
it-
able to sustain his
he's doing it for
lifestyle
fun.
as he
Yeah,
is by
I know
only
that.
focusing
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think he hasn't uploaded in a year. One of the last videos I watched from him was trying to get a hole in one, which was not a bad video. He spent like 3 days on a hole just like shooting. I think
seen Nelk did
yeah,
that.
Nelk did that too. Yeah.
They took a little bit. I'm not even sure how long, but
Yeah, he hasn't
I
uploaded
think
in
a
a
couple
year.
days.
Yeah, I lived on a golf course until I hit a hole in one. That was the last video I watched from him 2 years ago. He also has a sneaker brand too, which as of 2 years ago was worth $26 million. It's probably worth more now. It's called No Two Ways.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm sure he's very wealthy.
oh yeah, yeah.
The challenge alone, I don't know if he's gonna do it.
What's actually he probably could. He seems smart. It's kind of crazy because again, take another shot, but he had helped KSI get into crypto. Calix and him had been friends, and KSI went to him to help him get crypto.
Yeah.
And in the end, it's pretty well known that KSI ended up losing a lot of money.
Yeah,
in
I was
crypto,
gonna say crypto's not
but that's
really
not.
good right now.
But that wasn't Calix's fault. Calix actually made him money, but then KSI thought he knew what he was doing and kind of did his own thing.
He
and
kind of
ended up-
yeah.
lost a lot of money. But when Calix helped him out with the money and what to do with crypto, when KSI made profit, I'm pretty sure he gave Calix $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you helped me make like profit like 4 or 5 million or whatever. You gave him $1 million for his help.
Yeah. I think a lot of that stuff is just scammy and like that whole like phase banks like thing,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they'll just like promote it
Rug
and,
pulls and stuff like
and
that.
they'll do
yeah.
crazy stuff like that. Like
There is a lot of but the coins that KSI was trading was like Ethereum and like Bitcoin and more like well established like
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies that aren't like rug pulls or like every other day someone's making a new crypto. Like that's
Yeah.
not the stuff you invest into.
I remember like CryptoPunks and everyone was on that.
yes, yeah, the apes as well.
Yeah. I really don't like agree with that stuff. I don't like that shit. Like they're just
the
like
digital art
they're like
workspace.
making a value for it just by like
NFTs.
just like by shouting it out and like pushing it on their platforms, but it's actually not really worth anything. I feel like.
Yeah, because there was one that NFT that sold for a couple of million, and now it's worth like 300,000.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised it's still worth that much.
unironically, the most interesting NFT project I had ever seen was Logan Paul's 99 Originals. I really liked that when they came out. So
What about CryptoZoo?
No, they don't know. We
They
don't
don't
talk
what?
about cryptos. We don't talk about cryptos.
What do you mean? He scammed a bunch of
Yeah, he
people.
did. That was
what-
bad.
Didn't he scam
But
like
did you ever hear about 99
who do you scam?
people?
Like-
I can't remember how. I don't.
Wasn't it
wanna-
like some type of like charity thing? I swear.
It
Like,
wasn't
it's
cha-
like a crazy like.
It didn't have to do with charity. It was like kind of like its own like virtual world kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
it was,
okay,
it was a
okay.
weird concept. But the other crypto thing he did, I did like. It was called 99 Originals.
Yeah, but he lost all credibility from that alone.
well from CryptoZoo, but CryptoZoo was after 99 Originals.
Yeah.
So I was into it. Do you know what 99 Originals is?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of know about it. It's kind of just.
It
It
was
was kind of just silly.
No, it wasn't. It was when he took the Polaroids and of him doing stuff or like meeting up people, taking Polaroids and then selling them as NFTs, but also gifting people the Polaroids. So one of the Polaroids was Mr. Beast's first sip of alcohol, and it's like a picture of Mr. Beast's first sip of alcohol. And some guy, I literally saw some guy has it, and he was trying to sell it at card convention. But I liked it because he took like I don't know how many like hundreds of Polaroids and chose his favorite.
Isn't it 99?
Yeah, into 99, like the best.
Oh, he chose the best.
Yeah,
I
like-
thought he only took 99.
No, he took hundreds of them, and then he
Mhm.
took the ones that he thought were the best or like most culturally like relevant at the time, especially like having Mr. Beast. And then there was another guy who was like a big crypto guy that was in one of the Polaroids. But some of them were really cool. Like he would have the Polaroid set up like this, and you have the camera open. And what you can do is, if you have really bright lights, if you keep the lens open on the Polaroid, so if you keep the lens open on it, and you do stuff with light, you can make like cool images because it sees the light and it kind of imprints into the photo before you take the photo. So he would take light bars, and one of them he built was like a rainbow road, and he had like these Mario cutouts in front of it, and then he took the light bar, all the colors, and walked them down this long field individually, and it made like a rainbow. And then when he took the photo, it looked like he made some cool Polaroids, like some.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he made cool Polaroids, but.
And they did, and they weren't selling for like absurd amount. Like they were selling for a lot of money for us, but not compared to like some of the not bathing ape, some of the ape cryptos and like the crypto punks. Like they were selling for like I think maybe like the most expensive one was like maybe a couple $100,000, but they were selling for like $70,000, $50,000. Like not insane amount of money.
Yeah,
like that's a lot for us, but like not like insane amounts of money. But I thought that was
insane for what it is.
It's insane for what it is, yeah. But I thought it was still a cool art piece. Like some of the Polaroids he took, I was like, yo, those are some dope Polaroids. There's one of Mike Tyson with his pigeons in his pigeon coop, like just like stuff like that. Like again, I don't like NFTs, but when it comes to NFT,
the concept's cool, but the fact that it's NFT to me is kind of just
like
not really care.
Well, that's why I like it, because I don't like NFTs, but it's. Out of any type of, and
it's the coolest one.
It's the coolest one. Yeah, it's like it's actually something creative and kind of art instead of like a randomized ape with that could have different clothing based on generative computing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So something that actually takes like time and effort, and like taking these Polaroids. Like one of them was he went like into one of those zero gravity aircrafts where they go up really high and they.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
And he had like all the Polaroids in there, and they all started floating up. And then he took a picture of him floating with it while holding a Polaroid camera like that. I was like, yo, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's a cool concept.
Yeah, but I'm still not a fan of NFTs in general. But that was the one where I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
What do you think about like Logan Paul in general?
Not the biggest fan.
Me either.
Not, but I used to like Logan a lot more than Jake. But now I think I like Jake just a little bit more.
I actually always liked Jake more, to be honest.
I
know back in the day he actually was more cringy. But I was just a kid, and
but he also did douchey shit. Like especially when he used to live in the Team 10 house, like with his neighbors. Like if you were living next to him, you'd be like, this kid's an asshole.
Remember the Cody Co like thing?
Yes,
they had beef, and he pulled up on him in Jeff's barbershop.
I remember that. Yeah,
that was the most like awkwardest like encounters I've seen.
Jake Paul used to be a douche. Like he was he still kind of is a douche.
Remember that with 21 Savage? He's like pretending to be his friend, and you can just tell 21 Savage is just there for a check.
Like there that era of Jake is when I didn't like him, because even as a kid I was like, this guy's an asshole. Yeah. Like when he was like lighting the mattress on fire in his pool, and his neighbors were like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Or like when the news crew showed up and they started climbing the news van. Yeah. You ever seen that?
I mean, I probably did, but I don't remember all the.
So he was a bit of a douche then. Logan was chill then, and then Logan.
I would say he's never chill. His whole thing was like smashing plates and being loud.
Well, yeah, but
he was never a chill guy.
But he was on. Yeah, but like to being a general disturbance to the public, Logan was chill. Jake was just like a menace to society at that point.
Remember, like obviously everyone knows the incident. Logan Paul
the incident. We won't speak on it further.
Yeah, but that was just kind of.
Well, that's when things went downhill.
Goofy, and I remember even the video like the day after, he was still like harassing people, just like causing like a whole like scene inside restaurants. And kind of like mocking their like
the culture. Yes, No, that trip was the downfall. That's when I was like, yo, this guy's. But then he got some faith back with the public, and then Crypto Zoo happened, and then since then it's been not the biggest fan of Logan. And then his girl, and then everyone was talking about how his girl slept with every guy on the planet.
Yeah, that's crazy. She got with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. But since then, Jake's been to me more likable, Logan less likable. But at their peak, I still hated Logan more than I ever hated. Or sorry, at their peak, I still hated Jake more than I've ever hated Logan. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when I disliked Jake the most, I never disliked Logan that much. To that extent, you know what I mean?
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, out of the two, I definitely like Jake more nowadays. Yeah.
I wonder who like makes more money out of both of them, because I find like. Jake probably won't make money for like. I mean, he makes
a lot of money off boxing,
but when he does a fight, but like I feel like Logan Paul has more like passive income. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Prime,
Mm.
like Prime, definitely makes bank. That's the thing. Like
Bro, honestly, these days I feel like it doesn't make like crazy bank.
well,
It's probably like a half of what it once was, maybe less.
again, I was watching Sidemen podcasts and
Right, that's all he watches, I think.
Yeah, no, but KSI was on there, and I was watching their first podcast of 2024, and he said that in 2023 they sold 1 billion bottles. Like that's crazy.
That
He
is
sold
crazy.
1 billion bottles. Now I guarantee it's probably gone down a bit, but
I'd say a lot.
I feel like I think the hype around Prime has gone down, but I genuinely think that people are probably just buying it but not posting about it. Like I feel like people generally do just drink Prime, and it's not like people like it, and it's not like the hype thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll grab it every once in a while.
Because every time a product comes out, there's hype around it, like Feastables. Everyone was talking about Feastables by Mr. Beast, like the chocolate bar.
Yeah.
But obviously, he still sells them, and they still do well. It's just not talked about. You know what I mean?
But you would legit see like Prime in like clearance sections in stores and like.
Yeah, that's more of a Canada thing. Like I remember at the peak, you had said.
Remember it was like $5 a bottle.
Yeah, it was.
That was like gold back in the day.
Because you had to get imported. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I literally have Prime bottles up here.
That's the most I bought it when it was like cool to drink. Like it was like rare to get.
Out of all the flavors I've tried, I will say Metamoon's my favorite. I haven't really tried any in a while, but that's just because I don't like Gatorade and stuff like that. Like I'm more of a pop guy, so I don't usually drink drinks like that. But out of the ones I had, I like that one.
There's
Although,
one that I always grab. I never had those ones.
yeah, the energy drinks are probably be more my speed. Honestly, this one's
Yeah.
sealed. It was in the fridge for so long.
It's sealed.
Yeah, I haven't opened it.
Try it.
No, it was sitting in the
Or the
fridge.
pod.
My mom bought it, and it was sitting in the fridge for so long that I'm like, I'm not gonna open it now. But I was like, I might as well just like put it up here with all the stuff I
Yeah.
like. But what I was gonna say, I remember we'd mentioned this at one point. You had said that you thought that KSI didn't do as much for the brand as Logan.
Easily.
And I will say, when it comes to Logan posting like promo videos when he was at his peak, Logan was doing a lot of promo videos on Instagram, but KSI's weight pulled in a lot. Like you could not, when Prime came out, and like even a year after it came out, you could not get Prime in the UK. You couldn't get it. Like it was sold out everywhere. Anybody that had, they were charging like $30 a bottle out there. That's how scary. And they were making
$30 a bottle.
Yes, and think about it. Prime wasn't being distributed here officially, right? So when we had Prime come in, it was because they were buying it from the UK manufacturers and sending it here, right? So they started selling it in the US, so now we get it from the US, so it's easier. Like they're making it in the US, but they were making it, a lot of it, in the UK. So if they're making it in the UK and it's being sold out in the UK and it's going for absurd amounts,
Yeah.
that just shows like, yo, like.
I mean, okay, he had a pull, but he was not doing the advertising. Is what I mean.
Well, when it comes like it's a different type of advertising. Every Simon video, everyone's drinking Prime, all the guys.
Yeah.
Like the bottles are there. KSI was doing the wrestling event with Logan Paul as well. Like he dressed up as a Prime bottle. But Logan Paul was doing more like promo-y videos, you know what I mean? But KSI would still pull his weight when it came to how much influence he had on people buying it. He wasn't doing flashy stuff, but he was
But I'd
still
say
having it in all of his videos and talking about it all the time.
I'd say that's not even him. Like a lot of the stuff he like does or whatever is kind of just other people doing stuff for him. I find. What does bro actually do himself?
What do you mean?
What does KSI actually do for himself? Like that he can just like only like congratulate himself.
Well, him being a part of groups that do stuff is not like he doesn't have his own brand of anything.
But you're saying like, oh, he pulled the weight because it was in like the group videos. And
Oh,
all that.
yeah, yeah,
But he's
and
just
his own
being,
video-
he's just
like-
being lazy. Like, oh yeah, put it in the video. Like
No.
you know, like
Well,
or
no,
whatever.
he-
Like I'm getting a bag off this. I'm just saying like he does not have that same drive as Logan.
his friends,
He's lazy in my
his friends,
opinion.
his friends like to drink, so they drink it on set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In KSI's videos, he does have a big rack of Prime, kind of like that in the back. Which, if you watch any of his videos, like where he's in his room and stuff, they get millions of views. That's still promotion. It's still there. Logan Paul doesn't upload on YouTube, right?
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
bro, not really.
I
Nobody.
just watched a video like a week ago.
He's very
He uploads actually quite a bit.
But I actually have to check Logan's. I don't want to speak before I. If
Yeah,
I say
because he
something
definitely
wrong.
uploads.
But I don't think he gets nearly as many views as like KSI's
Oh
channel.
no, but I'm just saying like the drive Logan had was like like comparable to like you can't compare KSI to that because he was not putting in the work Logan was. I don't think it would be anywhere it would be today if it wasn't for Logan's like drive to it.
Yeah, fair enough. When he's doing his solo stuff, yeah, though he doesn't get nearly.
He does podcasts. He does all this stuff.
But he doesn't get nearly as many views though as maybe on social media. Logan does very good stuff on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the YouTube views, like Logan or KSI does a lot more, and he still does his part in the promotion. When it comes to promotional material, every poster, every time they release a new flavor, like I'm pretty sure there's more variants of Prime that have to do with KSI than there are Logan. Like there was like a KSI like Nightmare bottle. There was like a couple other things. Like I will say that Logan does a lot and probably does more than KSI, but I still think KSI pulls his weight when it comes to promotional material that has to do with Prime.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, he still does his thing. And you're saying what does he not do by himself? Like KSI doesn't have any. He has music, which is his own thing. But he doesn't have a product that's just him. Like Prime is him and Logan. All the Simon products, but that's all the guys. You know what I mean? Lunchly is him, Logan, and Beast. But you don't need to have your own thing.
No, I just mean like what like you're saying. Like I'm saying Logan has more drive than KSI. That's all I kind of ever said. Like okay, he's kind of pulling his weight, but it's like he's not trying. Like he don't.
I feel like KSI does more stuff than Logan though. Logan does wrestling, YouTube a little bit, podcast, and Prime, right?
Like he'll just do a straight up like, or it did straight up like promotional videos.
Well,
like,
yeah.
and stuff like that.
I think are we just talking about career wise?
I just mean like drive. Like the company would not be where it was if it wasn't for Logan's drive. KSI is just kind of laid back. Okay, I'll plop it in the background. You know?
I think,
but Logan Paul wanted that to go places. What I'm trying to say.
I think
he has more drive than KSI.
I think you think that because we're in North America. Logan drove the American market. KSI is the reason why it took off over the entirety of Europe. He like
just for being alive,
because he's a European. He's from
just for being there. That's what I mean. Like he doesn't have the drives. All I'm.
Well,
trying
yeah,
to say.
but I'm just saying when it comes to the success of the company, though, it's equal. Like Logan was the driving factor between people in Canada and America wanting to buy it, but all over Europe, that's all KSI.
Yeah.
Like. People love KSI over in the UK, Europe, all those surrounding countries, and that's why Prime does well over there because he's that side of the globe's driving factor to buying it, and that's literally facts. Like if Prime did not have KSI in it, it would do very well in the US, very well in Canada. They probably would have sold some in those countries, but it wouldn't have been nearly as successful if it wasn't for KSI's involvement, and that's a fact. Not to the extent
Logan definitely pulls more weight.
Not in those markets. In America, yes. If you're thinking of America first.
In general, he pulls more weight than KSI has. It wouldn't be where it was if it wasn't for Logan compared to KSI. I think you're just biased. Cause, like, I don't even really care about the two, and I'm just, like, I'm more unbiased, but you're biased because you, like, really like KSI, and, you know, you want him to be, like...
I'm just talking about drive worldwide. When it comes to worldwide drive, like, again, Logan definitely boosts the fuck out of the American market and Canadian market because he's an American YouTuber, an American influencer. Like he promotes on WWE shows.
Easily, like,
but KSI pulls his fucking weight when it comes to UK sales, like, and all over Europe. Like he is massive out there.
I mean, okay, he could, but I'm just saying, like, I personally think like he's kind of a lazy guy type of.
No, he's not.
Like in general, I just don't like KSI.
If we want to go down the list of what they do both career wise, so Logan Paul does wrestling. Logan Paul does YouTube a bit. Logan Paul does podcasts. He does Prime. Okay, that's 4 things. Can you name another one that he does that you would think of? Okay, KSI does music, boxing, Sidemen content, Sidemen podcasts, Prime. What else does he do? His own channel, his own main channel, his second channel. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of content, and I said Sidemen is one, but the amount of content that Sidemen do is more content than what Logan Paul does for podcasts
that's not
and
fair
channel
to,
combined.
like, that's just like a group thing that like he just like.
Yeah, but you're still there working. You're still like when it comes to managing the brand. No, he doesn't do nearly as much. But when it comes to how much content they film, all the Sidemen like just Sidemen shoots, like not even counting Side Plus, like their extra content that you pay for. Just all the stuff that Sidemen do, KSI does more time in videos than Logan does on his main channel or his podcast. Like KSI like works a lot all the time. Like the amount of content, you don't see the amount of content that the Sidemen do put out, and then he still has time to do his own channel videos. the amount of content that they put out that he's in, like, it's fucking crazy. And he does it on top of music, boxing, promoting Prime, the podcast they do every week. Like there's so much stuff that he does that you just don't see because you're not a viewer. And I know what Logan does.
But but
I
you
know
don't see anything from the other side either. You know what I mean?
But I do know what Logan does, though. That's the thing.
You didn't even know he posts on YouTube and he uploads like weekly.
Well, yeah, he uploads on YouTube once a week. And
you thought he didn't even post on YouTube at all. You don't really know.
Well, I'm looking at. I've just looked through his thing. He posts like maybe like let's look. He hasn't. He posted 2 days ago, 9 days ago. Okay, yeah, he posts once a week.
But like whatever.
KSI also posts once a week on YouTube. KSI also does the podcast. Logan does the podcast as well, which I do know he still does. Like the amount of content that KSI actually puts out into the space is way crazier.
Yeah.
Amount.
Like you can say like, all right, like I guess I don't know enough about these things that he does, but as a person, like just watching him and like just like seeing his personality and stuff, I genuinely just kind of don't like him. Like you say these things, you say these things, and I understand you're a fan.
But I
low-key just don't like the guy. If I'm being 100% honest,
but I can't. I don't. You cannot like the guy, but you can't say that he doesn't work and he doesn't have drive because he.
But I think his personality traits are like he kind of just seems like a bad person. Like he's not like he's just kind of like weird. Like he'll make songs and they're bad songs and everybody knows they're bad songs and people will make fun of him and he'll sit there butthurt.
Well,
like he's kind of just like a uptight, like he takes his stuff too serious. Like your songs are bad, why are you acting like they're not? Like, and he's like raging at these people. Like he's the easiest guy to like rage bait too. Like you see Speed, he can actually make that guy like flip like it's nothing. It's like Speed's just so like silly and like you know what I mean. Like this guy takes his stuff too seriously, and I just don't like the guy. I think he doesn't show up till like I mean I guess he does, but like you even say like the Sidemen videos and stuff. He's like the one that's least there and stuff. But that stuff made him who he is today.
I just
don't like him as a guy just because of his personality. How he acts towards people around him.
Here's the problem though. That's when he's in boxing mode. That's when he doesn't show up for shoots because he's training. And he's talked about this before. When I was listening to that podcast listening earlier, he talks about when he gets in boxing mode, he turns into a different person. And he said it himself. He's like, dude, when I'm boxing and I'm training and I'm ready to fight, he says his ego goes into another space. Like, it goes to outer space. Like, he's like, oh, I'm the Nightmare KSI. I'll beat anybody in the ring. And he's admitted himself that when he gets into boxing mode, his ego goes through the roof.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about him.
But then when he's not in boxing, but you kind of have to be when you're in fighting mode. Like, when you're in fighting mode, you have to think you're the shit. And considering the thing, and then
I think he takes it too far where it's like, undeniably, stuff people are saying about him are kind of true. And he takes it too seriously. That's like, he takes himself too seriously in a way. If that makes sense. And so that's just my opinion about him.
But that's when you see him is because when people talk about him the most is when he's in boxing mode and when he's doing stuff and when he's in boxing mode, that's when he works the most. Like when it comes to that type of stuff, but then when he's not in boxing mode, he's just chilled out. Like he talked about it. He was like, yeah, I'm not boxing anymore, and I'm just like chilled out now. I'm not like fucking egoing or like my ego's not through the fucking roof right now. Like I'm just normal. I'm chilling. Yeah. Like I'm still doing videos. Like he'll do videos on channel and he's just like more chill and you know like it's. But I don't blame him because when you step into that ring or when you're getting ready to step in that ring, you kind of have to flip a switch to be that guy because you know you want to win. You have to have that hunger and fight and just like know like that confidence to be like, yeah, I'm going to fuck this.
I think that type of stuff just kind of shows your true colors. Like I don't really see that in like a lot of other. I mean, I see it in other fighters and stuff, but it's like
I don't think so because like for my example, like sometimes when I make music, I talk really cocky on songs, but that's because I'm just feeling it. I'm in that mode, like yeah, I'm fucking him. But then you see how I am, like just chilling, like normally, like I'm not like a cocky person. But like when I get into music mode, I'm like trying to fucking record and like even on songs, I'll just talk shit and be like I'm the fucking best. Like that's like a place I need to go to feel like what I'm doing is like you know.
Yeah.
That level. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. I don't really think you can change my opinion about him. Like off camera, we've had these conversations about KSI because he likes him. Yeah. And I just kind of don't. I'm just kind of really not interested in KSI. Like, yeah. And then like his content and stuff. Because what from everything I've kind of seen on my own, I just don't really like him. Like, as a person, I don't really want to like support him and watch him because I just don't really like. Yeah. Like how he kind of acts. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I like to watch people that I kind of want to like learn stuff from and like kind of like just learn from in general. And don't want to learn anything
I don't
from
know.
him.
It's just because it's there have been bad moments. Like everybody has bad moments in public light, and the moments that you've definitely seen the most is stuff that's blown up, especially during his ego modes. But from the amount of content that I've digested over the years from them, like seeing the character growth and whatever, like when he, and we talked about this as well, and he said this as well. There's a difference between KSI and JJ. So like JJ is his real name. He said that like when he gets on camera, like not like something like the podcast where it's just him talking to the guys, or like the stuff on Side Plus, because that's just kind of like downtime, like, you know, chill mode. But he says like when it comes to like main channel content and stuff that's going to get viewed the most, like he turns on the KSI character, which is like an exaggerated version of himself. But then when he's actually just himself, he's quite normal. And I watched an interview where he talked about this, and the guy asked him, so what mode are you in now? He said, I'm just JJ right now talking to you. And when you hear him talk about his life and what he thinks and how he moves and how he does things when he's just being himself and not acting out a character, I think he's a pretty focused, driven person on what his goals are in life and really wants to like be the best at what he does. And I respect that. I kind of look up to that because I wish I kind of had that drive to be the best at what I do. I kind of do music. I want to be the best, but it's like the way he just thinks about the future. Like I don't know if it's a bad trait, but with doing everything he's done, he feels like it's not enough, and he feels like he needs to do more, and he's done a lot. And I'm just thinking like, and his friends have talked to us about this on the podcast. They're like, bro, are you ever gonna reach a point where you just think that you've done it all and you can just chill, especially like if you were to have a child? And he's like, bro, if I had a child, probably, but at the same part, there's a part of me that would want to keep working to make my child's life better. But then Ethan was like, who has a child, was like, dude, your child's not going to care that you worked for them. They're going to care about you being there.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when he was like, okay, well then, yeah, you're right about that. Like I would probably have to do that. But the mindset of him being like, I have to just keep going and do more. Like he stopped doing YouTube, and now he's just doing YouTube videos every week on his channel, like high quality videos that are like, well, maybe not high quality, but videos that people like Pop the Balloon or like Guess the Whatever videos.
Oh,
like
those type of videos?
Yeah. Like he's doing those type of videos now, and he doesn't have to. Like Chunks asked him about this. He says he does YouTube for fun. He loses money on his own personal YouTube channel when he does stuff like that, but he just loves doing it and does it for the love of the game, and he wants to put out good content out there. Like that's kind of a drive I inspire for, like to be the best at everything. So
Yeah, I respect that.
I understand, because there have been points where I've seen the way he acts where I don't like the way he acts either, but knowing everything I've seen and how he is, like I'd say it's like 90 to 95% like I like him, and then there's like 5 or 10% of those big moments that everyone hears about where I'm like, yeah, I don't really like the way he's acting. And what I do like is that when he does something bad or stupid or says something, the Sidemen will humble him immediately.
Well, that's good. That's what I feel like he needs that. To be honest.
Like those 6 guys, like they're his best friends, and they will humble him. Like they were making fun of Thick of It. Some of them like JME likes the song genuinely. He was gassing him, but
he likes Thick of It.
Yeah, JME.
Who can like that song?
I don't like it. I don't listen to it, but it grew on me over time. But like his friends, like in videos, were making memes about it, joking about it. Like
I feel like anyone that says they actually like that song gotta be lying. They gotta be glazing.
NLE Choppa liked it. NLE Choppa liked it, and that's why NLE Choppa did a remix.
He's glazing. He wants some of the clout or something. There's no way. Like I feel like
That's a fair assumption. Yeah, that is a fair assumption.
Crazy.
But back to the point I was saying, like having those 6 guys around him, and he talked about it too. He's like, yo, you guys like humble me. Like you guys, like if I'm acting out or doing something wrong, like they're the ones that keep him grounded to let him know his place. You know, even though he is the shit. Like when it comes to YouTube, like all this stuff, like he's made it. But like those guys do keep him keep him on his toes and keep him around. That's all you can want in life, right?
Yeah.
You have to have good friends that will tell you when you're doing wrong,
No, of course.
and help you and support you and whatnot, right? So,
Yeah.
and again, I won't. There's like you said, there's no way to convince you to like him, because you would have to see a lot of stuff. Like there's just a lot of content you would have to digest to understand who he is. But I had the time to do that because I've been watching him and those guys since I was 12. Right.
Yeah.
So I've had 8 years of seeing personalities and seeing how everyone acts. And I understand, obviously you can't understand somebody completely when you don't meet them, but I have an idea of how each one of those 7 members personality wise acts and who they are, right? And overall I like KSI, and everyone has bad moments, but
Who's your favorite? Would it be KSI?
favorite what?
Who's your favorite out of the group?
KSI or Harry. Harry's just really funny.
Yeah, I like Harry a lot.
Yeah, he is fucking hilarious, but he's got the autism, bro. He must have autism, honestly. Like some of the things some of the things he says and
just
believes
say like crazy stuff. It's like,
but that's what makes him funny. He's like, I could say KSI is my favorite because I watch him the most or whatever, blah blah blah. But Harry's the funniest, like by far the funniest.
Actually, the one I watched the most out of all of them is Vicstar. I used
Yeah,
to watch
Vicstar
all
was
the
the GOAT.
Minecraft videos back in the day.
Vicstar was the go, bro. Actually, that reminds me of they were doing the spill your guts or fill your guts video, like or spill your guts or fill. Yeah, where you say you answer the question or you eat something, right?
Okay.
And one of the questions to Vicstar was, which out of the Sidemen members have you ever hated? Right? And he did answer, and he said KSI, and he said for one moment specifically, he said that when he broke his collarbone skiing, he had to get surgery and he broke it and he had to get it done or whatever, right? The day he came back, he was in the Sidemen house and KSI was like, yo, you want to go get Nando's? He was like, all right. They go in the car, and while KSI's driving, he's like swerving the car back and forth on purpose, and Vicstar's like
on purpose?
Yeah, like bumping around in the back seat and like hitting his shoulder off the wall. And he said it hurt worse than when he broke his collarbone. Like after he had the surgery and KSI was doing that, he said it hurt worse than even doing that. He said it was the worst pain he ever felt in his life.
That's
and
terrible.
he was like, bro, in that moment it was pure hatred. He said he said that was the one time he actually hated KSI. And it was funny because watching the video, when he said he hated KSI was like, but then after he said why, he was like, oh, yeah, I get it. But no, Vicstar.
That's just crazy.
I used to watch a lot of Vicstar, and in that video, they also said Vicstar made, like, they asked the question, who makes the worst videos, and one of them said Vicstar.
Really?
But that's because I feel like Vicstar, like all the other guys kind of do, like, have done, like, big budget videos, like stuff that isn't gaming, but Vicstar's always been gaming. He just games, right? And that's what he does. He uploads gaming videos.
I find that's such a hard market to, like, grow in.
Oh, gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But
Like, the content I've tried before is just like I've tried streaming and stuff like that, like just like video games, and like I would make like Fortnite videos.
It's okay, the simplest form.
It's so hard to like, cause like so much people are doing it.
That's why it's so easy to do that everybody's doing it, right? And Vicstar made it early on. All those guys made it on early YouTube by doing. They all gamed. They all played FIFA or COD or whatever. Like Josh Zerka was like a really good COD player, like, and he would do montages back in the day. And there was one infamous montage called Illuminate, which he teased and never came out. And for years and years, people were like, "When's Illuminate coming out? When's Illuminate coming out?" And it just never happened. But I don't like I've seen him do videos where like redirecting or redecorating KSI's room or stuff like that. Like all the other guys have ventured out on their own solo channels to do content that isn't gaming, but Vicstar kind of just hasn't. And that's why I feel like at least one of them had said, I can't remember which one said it, that Vicstar makes the worst videos because he just does basic gaming content.
I respect that though. Like he just does his own
He's
thing.
good at gaming though.
I respect that.
Like I wasn't watching, but you must have heard about when Warzone was popping off in COVID.
Yeah.
Like everybody was playing that, and Vicstar
was playing that.
He was playing tournaments, and he was like beating a lot of people. Like he was cracked at Warzone, like especially during that time. Like he was really good. So it's like, you know, stick at what you're good at, but when it comes to like quality of YouTube videos, he probably does make like the lowest effort, like not the best content.
Bro, speaking of like just like content and how they kind of did their own thing, I find like whatever type of style that video is, like pop the balloon or whatever, it's always like that white back screen. Like
yes.
Why is that so like that type of content is everywhere? I don't get it. And there's like certain niches of content. Like I'll see like Instagram. Like
are you talking about the setup, or are you just talking about the like how the video is set up, or the concept of the video
of like game show / like challenge show? Like that's like the biggest like.
It's so clippable.
That's fair.
It's crazy clippable when you think about it. Oh fuck. Like I remember have you heard of Beta Squad at least?
Yeah.
Okay, so Beta Squad was doing a lot of those stuff. Like
isn't like chunks in that?
Yeah.
I know that. I know what that is.
Yeah, they did they were doing a lot of those, but that format came from Jubilee. I used to watch Jubilee when they first started, right? And Jubilee still does videos like that, but their videos are more like I don't know if Jubilee did Pop the Balloon, but they did the guess the 6 versus 1 who's the fake videos. Yeah, like
that's so
who's
popular.
the fake rapper, or and Beta Squad did a bunch of those. Sidemen have done some of those, but they only have them on Side Plus, like, which I think is crazy because Beta Squad has those videos as their main channel, like videos of the week, like this, like their most popular videos ever are those type of videos, and the Sidemen view those as stuff that they put on their paid for platform that they don't think is main
that
channel
would be more
worthy.
Interesting. Yeah, like I would probably watch
you
that.
would probably watch that, but for them, but compared to the content they do put out on the main channel, it's a way bigger scope. It's not like sitting in a room, like I think their mindset is doing the biggest, like, Mr. Beast type stuff.
And at the same time, it's like they kind of are just like copying a niche, so it's like they might as well they probably rather do their own thing as they do. Like,
the only niche they still do on the main channel is the 20v1s, but that's because they're extremely popular. So they ran through, when they started the 20v1s, they did the 20v1s with members, and then their challenge was they would have a thing in the ear of the person doing the dates, and they would tell them to say stuff, right?
I've seen that with Marlon and Lacey.
Yeah. So, but what they realized is that they could do that by inviting guests and still have them in the video by being the ones controlling what they say. So they have the guests in the video, and it doesn't have to be them doing it. So that's also why I think it's main channel worthy for them, because they view it as having a guest in and doing it. But from what I've seen from the audience, especially me as well, my own opinion, I think that concept's played out on their channel. Like they just did one with Zach. You know what I'm talking about,
Justice?
Right? Yeah, Zach Justice. I didn't watch it. Like the 20v1s were good when they started, but
there's always like certain people that are like in that thing. It's always like Zach and Trevor, that guy. I don't even know who else, but it's always like certain like comedian type people that are in that thing. Yeah, and it's just clippable. You're right. Yeah,
it is clippable. Point. It's clippable as shit. But as a fan of, I don't mind content like Pop the Balloon and stuff like that, but that's not what draws my attention to videos I want to watch. So when it comes to Simon, when they put out a 20v1 now, after they've been doing a couple of them for years, I'm tuned out. I'm not interested anymore. And that's the general consensus from their core audience. Now, when it comes to bringing in viewers, like people that like Zach are going to see that and watch it. So whenever they have guests on, it's smart for them because that gets those people to their
like,
fans.
as I said, like I would watch that.
Yeah, you would watch that, But as a core fan, I couldn't care for it.
Yeah. But it don't show their like personalities as much as
like, it's just them.
Are.
It's just them doing like the funny stuff behind the scenes, like, but it shows out the personality guests. They did Tana Mojo once too. That's the only time I've ever seen a girl do one. They did Tana Mojo.
Yeah.
But so like,
probably interesting one.
I find it interesting, the concept between the scope of levels, because like I said, Beta Squad does those guess the whatever videos on their main channel, but then Sidemen put that out as extra content on their Side Plus, which from subscribing to Side Plus, the main draw on that is the podcast. And they do put content on there, but they're more like game show things that they kind of just sit in a room and do, which is just fun to watch if you're a fan. But when it comes to those videos could hit on like the more Sidemen channel or like even their main channel, but they obviously don't view that content as being high quality enough to put it out, which I think is crazy because you have another channel with 10 million subs that their best doing videos are those.
I think I think of it in a different way. I think they put those because people do want to see them as well. They want people to subscribe to their subscription,
thing. But they don't promote that one.
But people clip that stuff.
The thing that they promote the most for Side Plus is the podcast.
But people clip stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen any clips from them though. I've never seen it like
being in
that sphere. I've never seen clips from those videos.
Well, obviously, clippers and stuff don't find it interesting enough.
I guess I didn't even know they existed because they're listed as obviously they do Sidemen Sundays every week on their main channel. On there, it's called Sidemen Saturday, but they don't do one every week. They'll do one every like month or 2 months where they have a video like one was Guess the OnlyFans model, and that was like on their thing like once a month, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't promote that. The thing they promote the most for Side Plus is the podcast, and then when they do special series, like in their main channel videos, they'll promote Side Plus and be like, "Oh, we have a new video out. Harry and George Clarkey, the guy you recognize from TikTok.
Okay.
When we were watching that video the other day, him and Harry go to the zoo, like London Zoo, and that's like a video on Side Plus. So when they have like a new special thing like that out, they'll promote that. But I've never seen them promote those guess the whatever videos, right?
Mhm.
But I just think it's crazy of a different level of of content moderation and what they think is usable or good enough to be out on their main channels. You know what I mean? It's just a different scope, a different level. You know.
Well, I think they know what they're doing.
But
I
yeah, that
think.
stuff is so clippable, and that's what KSI's been doing in his recent stuff. His last video was Pop the Balloon. He did 2 of them.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them because again, those are clippable. I have seen clips from them,
Yeah.
but it's not my like. I'm a very heavy YouTube watcher.
You don't care about it.
I'm a heavy
Yeah.
YouTube watcher, but casual YouTube watchers will enjoy stuff like that because I've already
Yeah.
seen those type of videos years ago. Like
Yeah.
you know.
What do you think about like people that like that's like a whole niche of,
Their whole-
of
yeah.
YouTube, but there's people on Instagram that have a whole niche of like, oh, well, this is my rain bet thing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, like
But-
what even type? I was trying to think about it. What type of niche even is that content?
Before we get on to it, I would not say that the Pop the Balloon stuff is a niche because a niche would be like saying it's
Like game show, like that's like a whole like kind of niche of like.
I'd say it's a genre of YouTube videos
yeah,
because
that's a better-
niche
yeah.
niche means like a small
Yeah,
little
I was
thing
using-
that a
I
lot
was
of
using
people
the
like.
wrong word,
No,
yeah.
this is like a genre that's very popular.
Yeah.
So are you talking about degenerate content basically?
Yeah. Like what is that? Why is it such a
Dude, think about it because we live pretty normal lives, right?
Yeah.
People like seeing people do stuff that we don't do. You know what I mean? Like that's why the Cybermen holiday videos do so well because they do $20,000 road trips or whatever, and you're like, yo, this is a lavish life. Like I want to watch and see what this is about. It's the same thing about degenerate stuff too because it's like we don't have money. Not the average person has money to bet on rain bet and like just do that for a living and just be degenerate, like fucking sip Monster and fucking take Zins and get Sendy all the
That's what
time.
it
You know what I
is,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
nobody like
It's
we
so silly.
but it's
I could never sit there and do that.
but it's interesting
content.
to watch. There's
I don't really like it.
there's an intrigue about it. To me, there is. I feel like it's like that for the average person. Like it's like an extreme lifestyle. That's not extreme, but
But it's just like silly. It's like let's get Sendy. Like that's the
Well,
vibe.
that's well,
that's
that's
the
cringe.
vibe of
That's
that's the
cringe.
vibe of the content. Like it's I
Yeah.
find that type of content is like the same vibe as let's get Sendy. It's corny.
you can view it as corny, but it's. I feel like for the general public, it's just something that not everybody does, and it's like,
Do you think it's corny?
do you?
Do you think it's overplayed and just kind of? I
Nelk
see it,
Boy
I see it too
Sendy,
much
yes,
now.
but if we're talking about local, like Kaner, I don't think his content's corny. I like Kaner. I think-
what would you? I didn't want to name drop anyone.
Well, Kaner's a big content creator. That's like that's a local example. Like if people watching know who Kaner is, then they know who Kaner is. But like Kaner, I'd put in that, and it's not. I hate using the word degenerate because it sounds bad.
That's what he calls himself.
Okay, well then, yeah.
I mean, I feel like doesn't
yeah,
he
my
call-
fault. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's degenerate, just gambling, drinking, whatever the fuck. But it's like a taboo. You know what I mean? People.
I just think it's overplayed.
People. I don't know why I said.
I didn't even
poop.
catch that. Yeah, I can't.
People throughout history have always liked stuff that's taboo and like not the normal.
But
Like,
now it's overplayed.
I don't, maybe a little bit now, but like I'm just saying, throughout history, people have always liked stuff that's edgy, different, not the normal. You know what I mean? Like when it come to early YouTube, like Filthy Frank and those guys, Leafy, like people that just said crazy shit because it wasn't the norm. And it's same with like degenerate content. Like that is not normal life for everybody. So people like it because it's taboo, it's different, it's not normal. Does that make sense? That you
Makes
could say
sense.
that's why you don't like it.
I think at one point maybe it was interesting, but now at this point,
You think it's played out?
I see it a lot, and I just think it's overplayed.
Yeah.
And it just seems kind of silly at this
But
point.
you're asking what's the niche and why is it popular? That's why.
Yeah.
It's like
But also, what do you think about it?
I don't mind it. I think it can be a bit forced sometimes, but like especially with the Rainbet sponsors. But if Rainbet,
it's like taking over.
but if Rainbet wants to sponsor us, I'm down. I'm down for a Rainbet sponsor. You know what I mean?
there's a lot of stuff like that. Like I don't know what I would think about it.
It's
Because gambling is a bad thing, and I don't agree with gambling. That's just the honest truth about it.
that's fair. Yeah. We'll have to have this talk off camera because if Rainbet comes calling, I'm taking it.
No, but people say that stuff, and they still
gamble. Yeah.
get sponsors. They
Yeah.
like Trainwrecks legit has like a thing that says don't
Yeah,
gamble.
yeah,
Like,
don't gamble, yeah.
You're not gonna win, or
Yeah, but that's not. But
like this is just for
but
entertainment.
he's at a different level of famous. Like if you seen Clueless Gringo or Kaner being like don't gamble on their videos, then they would not be sponsored. Guarantee that. They're not at that
I'm not
level.
willing to like change my like
Yeah,
views. For
I know,
a,
but I'm
for a check.
just, but you're saying for the example, Trainwreck is in a spot of popularity that he could keep a sponsorship.
But he's always said that from the start.
I know, but I'm just saying he's in a position, a platform where he can say stuff like that and not lose the sponsorship. If a smaller creator like those guys were to be promoting stuff like that, but then also saying don't gamble, they would lose their sponsorship because that's not the. Do you know what I mean like that? Like they're not in a spot to have that
I
kind of
think
opinion.
I think that's wrong. Like because like Togi and stuff, when he first got the, like he would gamble on his own, right? But when he first got a deal, he's like, well, I have this because I gamble anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is not real money. Like he
Yeah.
legit says it. Like there's a truth behind it that people know.
Okay, well, do you think?
I don't think that alone even stopped people from gambling.
Okay, well, do you think Clueless Gringo gambled before Rainbet?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Kaner probably.
Maybe
Probably.
a little bit, but he definitely did it way more now.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I don't gamble. But if Rainbet gave me a sponsor, and depending on the terms of what it would be, I would do it.
Yeah.
Like, but I wouldn't. It's a bit of a touchy subject because I have an idea of how the sponsorship works. But if a Rainbet sponsor came through,
Well,
I
it's
would.
not real money. That's obvious.
I don't want to say this on camera because I want to get sponsored by Rainbet, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't agree with it.
Well, but if a deal like
It's
that
not
came,
real money. That everyone knows it's not real money.
well, then if a deal like that came by, would you do it? I would do it.
I would have to like. I don't know how I would justify it because I don't agree with gambling. Like I think, I would have to let people know like. We are like this is not real money. Like not like every video is not gonna be like this is not real money by the way, but it's like there's gonna be something out there that tells people don't gamble. Gambling is not a good thing. I don't want to see people like you. There's a way to do it. There is a way to do it.
If you do that on a video though, you're not getting sponsored. You're losing that sponsorship at this level of the level of content creator we are. We're not getting sponsored every time we fucking do something that we say don't gamble. Because then what's the point?
I'm not willing to like lie about my views for a check.
Okay, fair. But if Rainbet comes calling,
Are you?
I don't have a problem with gamble. I think there is a problem with gambling when it's too much, but I don't gamble personally. But if an offer came through, I don't mind gambling.
I think there's a problem when it's like they'll legit just buy like any little thing and they just need to make the ads, so they're just like, let's put it on Rainbet.
Well, that's what I was
But
thinking.
I think like you can make it in a fun way and like more responsible way than just like I'm gonna gamble to get a can of Monster. Like, it's just kind of stupid. Like you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, dude, fuck it, get that bag, bro. I don't blame them.
No, I don't.
No, when I
blame
see
them,
it in the content, I can agree that sometimes it's a bit like, yo, like this, like it's a weird pace changer. Like it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna gamble so I can get a table at the Dome. Like I seen that the other day, right? Now, I do think it's a bit off-putting. Like, yo, that's coming out of left field. Like, obviously you're getting sponsored, but I don't blame them for getting the bag because if your deal is like, yo, you have to put Rainbet in a certain amount of videos, you have to put Rainbet in every video you do, if that's the term of your sponsorship, it's a smart way to do it. It is obvious that what you're doing, but it's smart because it works for the flow of the video. Although the ones that don't work for the flow of the video is like that one guy I showed you that would like tackle people in public. At the end of the video, he's like, I'm putting 100 on blackjack. Like, it has nothing to do with the video, but at least when they do it, it has to do with the video of what they're doing. Yeah. Like I seen someone do, is buying a table at the Dome worth it, right? And then before he goes in, he's like, I'm gonna put this on blackjack to pay for the table, which makes sense to the video.
Yeah, like that is like kind of like.
But it's quite obvious it's a sponsor. But I don't blame them. Get that bag, bro. You know what I mean? If you have to put Rainbet in every video, find a creative way to do it. Get that bag.
I actually think when it's more like obvious as a sponsor, that is better.
Yeah.
But I just think like, I'm buying a can of Monster. Like, let's put $2 on Rainbet. I legit seen a guy put $2 on Rainbet. It's like, so you're just telling people to gamble for everything they ever buy? That's not how life works. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
that's not responsible. I want to do it in a responsible way.
I think the average person is not going to be stupid enough. You see that and you're like, I'm not going to gamble for a Monster. The average person is going to do that, but it's a way to get the sponsor in the video.
I wouldn't do that.
Fair enough.
I don't agree with that where you should just gamble for every little thing you ever buy.
That's not how they live life. It's just for the video.
I know, but you shouldn't show that to people as well, I feel like.
people
for
are
the
not
video, I think it's
people are not. Some people are stupid. People are not that stupid.
Yeah, some people
you
are.
see that. You see that, and you know that's not how life works.
The reason they make money is because they are getting people to like gamble. You know that, right?
Yes, but not for the. But people are just going to gamble on their own. I've never met anybody that's. I met people that started gambling, and I guarantee it's probably because they've seen sponsors. But I've never seen somebody gamble where they live their life like, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to gamble. It's literally
Exactly.
just
So
for the
that's
video.
all I'm saying is I don't think that should be content because that's
It's
not
just
how,
for the
that's
content.
not how
though.
someone should live life.
But that's not how they live life. It's just for the content, and that's not what people take
Wow,
away
that's
from
just
it.
my opinion on it. I just don't.
That's not
I
what
don't
people-
agree with it.
That's fair, but that's not what people take away from it. I guarantee it. If people do take, if you do
But
take,
we know the truth behind it. We know that it's like
yeah, everyone knows the truth. But if some people genuinely believe, yo, I should gamble for this monster, then you're a fucking idiot.
yeah.
If you see that in
Obviously.
a video and you do that, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone
That's,
should.
that's also what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know?
no, but I don't think that's what they're pushing on. It's like you should gamble for a monster. I just think that that's the way they get it in the video. But if your takeaway from that is that you should do that, like they obviously want the goal of the sponsorship is Rainbet wants you to get people to start gambling because of your sponsorship. But like that's not how. When people see those sponsorships, I guarantee people will start gambling because of Caner or Clueless Gringo, but they don't gamble like that. They don't gamble like, oh, I'm going to pay for this monster with thing. That's not the type of gambling people take away from that. And if they do take away from that, then they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Anybody that gambles like
Eh,
with their own money and like is irresponsible with it is stupid.
Yes, and anybody that well, okay, maybe not stupid. It's kind of like
Bro, if you're gambling to a point where you can't afford to lose, you're stupid.
it's a disease. It's an addiction, bro. It's like alcohol. It's like being alcoholic. It's an addiction. It's not stupid.
It's a stupid addiction.
It's that's not how the brain works though. For you and me, yes, I would never be an alcoholic. I can never.
No, but
be,
when it comes down to it, it is a stupid thing that people do.
yes, but it's not. But people aren't always just stupid because they do it. It's literally just an addiction. Like I would never be an alcoholic. You would never be an alcoholic. But I can't be like, oh, that's a stupid addiction that you just drink every day and you're being fucking dumb. Like it is a disease. Like an addiction is a disease, and it's the same with gambling as well. Like if you gamble and like you're so addicted to that and you lose all your money and whatever, like that's terrible. But it's an addiction. It's a disease at that point, and that's not you being necessarily stupid. That's just the way your brain's wired and your dopamine just like being like, oh, because when you win, it's the best feeling in the world, and then when you lose, it sucks, but your dopamine is like, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win. Like that's not being stupid. That's just how your brain's wired. You know what I mean?
If your brain's wired like that, you're stupid.
I can't say that people have addictions like that are stupid though. I can't say. If you're an alcoholic,
I
I can't
don't.
say you're stupid.
It's funny. I don't know why you're trying to be like so correct. Like that's just my opinion on it. I'm not,
No, that's my genuine opinion. Like, no, like I believe if you bet like to buy a monster, you're stupid. But
exactly.
But if you have but if you have a crippling gambling problem or a crippling drinking issue, I don't think you're stupid. I think that's just a different type of addiction and disease.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you fucking the act is stupid, but I'm not gonna say you're stupid because that's just the way. Like if you're an alcoholic, you're not stupid. That's just like
No, I didn't say that.
And if you gambled all your money away and like lost everything, I also don't think you're stupid. I just think you have a really bad addiction to the rush of gambling, and you obviously just don't. Some people don't think that through and whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't. It's the same like having it out like.
But that's just like their own fault.
It is their own fault, yeah. But it's well, yeah, it's their own fault.
Like let's say your dad or something gambled all his money away. You guys have to like that can affect other people.
Yes,
that would affect you. That affect you.
Same
know what
with
I mean?
being an alcoholic though.
And that's like stupid.
But being an
And
alcoholic,
that's like irresponsible and stupid.
same with being an alcoholic. That affects everybody around you.
Exactly, it's irresponsible and like just kind of.
But it's not
like,
stupid though. It's just a way people are brought. It's a disease. It's a way people. Addiction is very bad. Like all types of addiction I think are terrible, but it doesn't make you stupid. Like
But when it gets to the point where like you're affecting your own like life and other people's life, you're not like they don't deserve that.
I've been through this before, bro. Like I'm gonna be fucking hella honest right here. All right, I was addicted to porn at one point, and it literally affected my life and people around me to an extent. And would you say I'm stupid for that? No, it's
When I
not.
say like the stuff you've done, like because of that,
Like being like
is like you can't blame it on anything else.
well, no, but it's being me. But like I've got over that, and I've realized that like yeah, like I was being
But you can look back and say you were being stupid.
yeah, but
Exactly.
but saying but that's me saying I'm being stupid. But like if you're
That's just the truth of it. Like you're just trying to make them not really feel bad, but
no,
I'm just
but
kinda
it's
being
it's an
honest.
addiction though. It's a disease. Like if you're an alcoholic, I don't think you're stupid. I just think you have a problem with something and you can't control it. It's all about control. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's all about control. You can't control your addiction. You can't control your how you like. It's like you can like people recovering alcoholics or whatever. But there's people that haven't drank in 10 years but still have that urge to drink. You know what I mean?
And
Or
some
there's people that haven't
some people-
gambled in 10 years.
Some people are just like,
It's the way you're wired, but that doesn't make
Yeah.
you stupid. That doesn't make you stupid.
I
If
don't
you're
know
an
how-
alcoholic and you know you're an alcoholic and you've gone to like AA or whatever and you haven't drank in 10 years, but your mind and body still wants to have a drink of alcohol, that doesn't make you a stupid person.
Oh no.
And it's the same with gambling. You could have had a gambling addiction, fixed your life, but still have that urge to want to gamble.
The urge is, if you can fight the urge, that is freaking like
Incredible.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're affecting other people,
Yeah, but everybody
you're
but
being stupid.
but-
you're doing stupid things. You're
yes,
not being
but
smart.
you're not a stupid person.
You're being irresponsible. You're being
Yes.
stupid. You're
No, but you're not a stupid person. That's the thing. You can be stupid, but you can also not be a stupid person. I will say that. I think there's a difference between that. There's difference.
like I've seen this guy. He's like a almost 30-year-old man. He would gamble in his parents. He lived at his parents' house.
Mm.
He would punch holes in the wall. He got so high, he was like, "I'm out of debt." Like, "Oh, I got it," and he just kept going and kept going, and he just
Yeah.
you legit saw him lose it
That's
all.
an addiction.
and he's just like, "Oh my god, like, what am I gonna do?" That guy's stupid,
That's an addiction, bro.
and it's nothing but his own fault.
That's the addiction. That's being greedy. That's not having enough control. That's not having you okay, so he won all that money back. Like he got to that point, right?
He won it. Yeah,
The high you have from that is like you want more. And that's it. The action itself is stupid, but I don't think you're necessarily a stupid person.
I think it gets to a point where
No,
you are being a stupid person.
No, because I think it's literally just about not being able to control yourself, but that doesn't make you a stupid person. There's a difference between doing stupid things and being a stupid person, especially when it comes to addiction. Like when it comes to addiction, I think you could do stupid things with
like
addiction,
drinking like you're the one that brought that into this. Drinking like a whole other thing. Like once
It's
once you're far enough into it, your body legit like can't go without it. Like you can't just
Yeah.
legit stop drinking. You
Yeah.
have to slowly ease off. and
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
But gambling and stuff is a whole nother world where.
but it's
like,
the same type of.
I just think gambling is kind of stupid in a way where you're just like gambling for a monster.
But it's the same type of dopamine kind of rush, and it's the same type of like if somebody that hasn't gambled in 10 years and somebody that hasn't drank in 10 years, they will both have that same type of urge. If they were an alcoholic or a gambling addict, they will have that same type of urge to want to do that again because of the addiction of it. Like it's not too. The action of what you're doing is different, but the control and urge that your body has for it is the same type of thing. Like the high that people get from winning and gambling, or the high that people get from when they feel drunk or whatever. It's the same type of thing. So somebody that's been sober for 10 years, somebody that hasn't gambled for 10 years, if they were really bad, even though they haven't done it in 10 years, they're very good at self-controlling that now. The urge that they still have to do it is still prevalent, and that doesn't make you stupid.
I've never said the urge
Yeah.
makes you stupid.
But that's what addiction's about. It's about the urge. You can do stupid things, but that
once
doesn't
you're
make,
doing it and doing it and doing it and affecting people and being a bad person,
it's stupid choices. But it really depends. I think it depends on case by case. But I think it's as a general consensus for me, people that have addictions aren't stupid people. People that have addictions aren't stupid people. They just make bad, stupid choices. But I don't think they're genuinely stupid people most of the time. Most of the time.
But when you're
Like-
stuck in it and you're not
You can't.
trying to make changes and you're affecting other people,
I've
and
wa-
it's a big problem.
But you don't. But you.
I don't really have like sympathy for you anymore
Because you'll never-
It gets to a point where you need to want it, and people that just keep going
Yes.
and going don't want it.
If you don't want it, then you're stupid. But there's
Exactly.
People,
That's all I'm saying.
No, but there
That's
are.
all I'm saying.
But here's the problem: there are people that want it that still can't get out of it. I feel
Well, they don't want it enough.
you'll. It's much harder than you think. I watched a video by Channel 5. He did a video called "Going to Philly Streets," right, which went very popular, and there was a guy in there who was cat addict, right?
Oh, that's so different, man.
No,
I'm
that's-
talking about gambling and gambling only. You're talking about legit drug addictions where your body
No,
is
but
like
it's the same-
legit fighting for it. Like
No, but it's the same.
you need it at that point.
No,
where
but it's
like,
the same consensus. You're
but
talking
it's
about.
so much more extreme to the
No, but
point
you-
where
no,
like,
but we're
that is like I don't even know how to like debate that
but-
because that's a whole other realm of nothing I even know. But I've seen gambling and I see how it goes.
Yes.
And I see like irresponsible gambling as stupid, and that's all.
But the
I
consensus.
can't sit here and talk about people doing meth or whatever.
The
or,
consensus
sorry,
you
math.
have though, but the consensus you're making is I'm saying that there are people that when it comes to gambling addiction or other addictions that do want it but just can't get out of it. So what I'm making is that there was a guy that was in this video and it blew up. The video blew up, and literally about a week or two ago, Andrew found the guy again, and they did a follow up. So now he's sober, but he had wanted to be sober for years. But he couldn't get out of it. And the only reason he got out of it is because he literally lost his legs due to whatever. And that was it wasn't even the final straw. Even after he came back from the hospital, he still wanted to go. But his parents kind of helped him out. And he's sober now and he's writing a book, whatever. But all addictions have the same thing. Like, there are people that get stuck in these addictions. And just because one of them is something that influences your body, like drugs and alcohol or whatever, gambling is the same thing. There's people that want to get out and want it, but literally just can't. So you saying that they're stupid for wanting to get out but not wanting it enough? Like, the guy was dying on the street from ketamine and his fucking leg was all fucked up. He's
Yeah, like I
bleeding
can't speak on that.
Yeah, like he wanted to get out but he couldn't. Like, he just could, like, he wanted it but he just couldn't because he was so far gone down the hole.
Like, I
And it's the
guarantee-
same for gambling too. There's the same type of hole. It's just a different type of instead of it being a physical thing, it's more of a mental thing. You can't get out of it mentally. You want to get out of it mentally, but you can't because you have that urge to gamble. So there's the difference between all addictions are, to the most part, work the same way, except for gambling is not something that's physically happening to your body. It's a mental game of I want to get out, but you just can't. So I don't think you're stupid for wanting to get out or you can't get out. I think you're stupid if you don't want to get out. But I don't think that if you have a gambling addiction, you are a stupid person. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because I think there are people that just have such a bad addiction that even if they want to get out, they just don't. Sometimes they don't have the drive for it, like you said, but sometimes it's just too hard to do it.
Basically,
like, you get so
when
deep.
it comes down to it, what I think is gambling, you can do it responsibly.
Yes.
You can do it. and
Same with drinking.
There's a way to wait. Hold on. There's a way to do it, and there's a way not to.
Yeah.
And once you are being irresponsible and can't afford to lose and things like that, and affecting people around you, that's just not.
You're doing
That's
stupid
not
things.
good. So I like we were just kind of talking about promoting it and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to promote irresponsible, like, in my opinion, stupid gambling.
But at the same time, like, that's a different conversation we'd have down the road if we did get approached about something like that. Like, we could have a way like, this is literally all hypothetical. Like, we don't know if we're ever gonna get sponsored by, but like, it's a really big talk we
like,
just had
what like anyone that has like freaking 1,000 followers or anything
Yeah.
like that. I'm sure like there's companies like that will reach to you.
Yeah.
Like that's like I feel like gambling's probably like the first companies that will like really or like
sponsorships. Yeah.
like go to people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but yeah, we'll have to get into it down the road if ever something does approach us like that. You know what I mean? So we would have to have a talk. But I understand your point. Yeah. I do understand it. But when we were talking about the whole addiction scale, I think that there is a big.
Once you get the drugs and stuff like that, like your body's legit like fighting for. Like I bet if me and you tried math, we would be you know what I mean? Like people that just like are in the wrong crowd and like try these things. Like,
but
that is not their fault in like. In most cases,
that's
the thing I just kind of can't speak on.
I just don't want to downplay the. I think that there is not too big of a. There's a difference on what does to your body, but I think alcohol and drug addiction is still as severely as bad as gambling addiction. And I think I can't say that gambling addiction is stupid because all addictions are a disease, and it is. It's I already said it before, but I don't think you're stupid if you have a really crippling gambling addiction because you could want to stop but you just can't. Like, it's just the way
that's fair. I mean, I've never had that, so I mean I can't really.
You can't put your mind, you can't put yourself, because for you could be like, dude, don't gamble your life away.
I'm just looking at it from like how I see it.
But
I mean, when like case to case, I can't like
You would never do it, but that's just because of how you are. But I don't think somebody that does that, I don't think they're a stupid person. I just think it's sometimes it's falling into a trap that leads somewhere, like falling into a bad habit and whatever, and just wanting more and more and losing it all and running off that high and that dopamine you get from winning. And some people just go too far with it, chasing it. So I don't think that's necessarily stupid. It's just the way some people are wired. But I don't think you're stupid if you have a crippling addiction like that, any type of addiction.
That's
Especially
fair.
if you want to get it out. If you want to get out, because a lot of them do want to get out, but some of them just can't. And it's just for whatever reasons, alcohol, drugs, gambling, some people just can't get out. And that's not you being stupid. That's just you can't, you know? Like sometimes it's too deep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. That was that was probably our most serious convo yet, bro.
That was fun. Wait, what are we?
Yeah,
at?
we're at like hour 20. I was going to say
Hour 20?
Yeah, I was going to say we either end it off or pause the recording because I don't want another audio corrupt to happen, because that happened around the 90-minute mark last time. So
Yeah.
So
Basically, yeah, it's just like I just think all this stuff that's going on is just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Gambling's everywhere you go. Sports gambling to rain bet to this to that.
it's a crazy world.
And it's just kind of hard to justify it in a way, but I'm sure there's a way we could.
Yeah, we'll have to figure
Work
it out
it
when
out.
time comes to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I think we should end off with that. That was a
Yeah.
great last convo.
Me
to have,
too.
yeah. So
So-
this has been Not Travis for Chachos.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to that. I think that was a great last half of the episode.
Yeah.
That was a great
was a good
conversation to have. So yeah, like, subscribe, do all the biz. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Thank you for watching, and
See you in the next one.
see you in the next one. Thank you.